Those who did homework, what you got? How much? 45? Talk to us. Talk to us. 45 comes from, but it says show some work. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Yeah, 1/60. So that means you did 1/60. And 1/20. Okay. So 20/60, gonna simplify to 1/3. What's it doing? Exit out, go back and try it again in a minute. Yeah, just put it right there. All right, keep going. I'm with you. And then I did 15/1/3. All right, so we got miles an hour, so that's what 15 over 1/3, or in other words, 15 now being divided by 1/3, because they said miles per hour. So the first thing you should have recognized, like Paige, is that they gave us minutes, but they wanted our answer in hours. So that's why she did that, to figure out that 20 minutes is 1/3 of an hour. So then she went on and divided that. Keep on page. And they gave you. So 45/1 was simplified to 45 what? Miles per hour. Good job. Who else has? Any questions about it? That's one I definitely told us to make sure we watch those conversions, and then on the side it kind of asks you what fraction of an hour is 20 minutes. Number 2, what we got? See, talk to us. Anybody, come on. 5 3/5. Somebody said divide by 7. She said that's 28/5. Divide that by 7. Find 1/7. 28/35. Simplify by 7 to get 4/5. I'm with you. What about Eli? What did he do? All right, so he multiplied 28/5, that is proper fraction. And he said he multiplied by what say? 7. Okay. So instead of division, he did multiplication and got the incorrect answer. Who all had it? Questions? Sure. Okay. And the third one last night. Okay. Well, that's Rita. 5.5, 77. Then we got Alyssa, 3.5, 60. Talk to them. Keep going. Who's always waiting? Keep going. Keep going. What's that? R. Okay, Rita. And then I put 7. Okay. Remember, anytime we got money, that'll be the cost divided by the quantity. So if you did not know that, definitely make sure you know that cost by the quantity. Keep going. Okay. So the reciprocal of it? Okay, and they gave you what? Do something before 14 now. What was 77 times 2? 154? Was it 154? And then divided by 11, you said it gave you 14? By 2 or by 22, say? I'm thinking it was by 2. You got 151 when you did your multiplication? Man, let's get there. Y'all didn't get your calculators. I mean, today is Friday, got math test coming up. That's why I'm trying to go through homework as quick as we can. All right, so $14 per hour for Rita. Somebody went to a standstill, so I'm gonna take it, you try to figure it out. What about Alyssa? How you set it up? Okay, so 60 over 1 divided by what's that in profit? 15 4. 60 over 1 times 4, 15. 60 times 4. 240 divided by 15. So $16 per what? Hour. Make sure y'all putting your units at the end. And then they said whose hourly rate is greater? Who we got? Alyssa, what's our rest in that? Good job, $16 is greater than $14 per hour. Question? Sure? All right. Go ahead and put that to the side, pull out. Well, it should say 9/17 biweekly. Go ahead and open it up. 9/17 biweekly. Good job, those of you who did your homework and you actually walk us through it. Awesome. It'll look like this. It is 20 questions. I'm gonna do a quick review real quick before you dive into it. I don't see math notebook. You got a math notebook where you should have some notes on several things, not just on what we've been over this week. Remember I said use your notes to guide your thinking until you no longer need your notes. Well, if you feel like you don't need them, that's fine with me. But if you know that I need to have a little sneak peek at some stuff we've been doing, definitely make sure you keep it with you. So the first question is one going from fraction to division. And notice what it said, long division. So that means I need to see some division on that. Number 2, add and subtract, multiply and divide with integers. They want to know if you could tell us how do we know we'll get a negative number. You should have those rules in your notes somewhere. The next one is still with multiply and divide, add and subtract with rational numbers because we got some decimals. Number 4 is one that's going from fractions to division, or from a fraction to a decimal. You got to divide to get to the decimal. Next one is add and subtract with rational numbers. Pay attention to those signs. Remember, we have those conversations. Ask yourself if they got the same signs or different signs. 6, some more add and subtract. Trying to see if you know when we'll end up with a positive number. Pay attention to those signs in the middle and what they mean. Number 7 is another one going from fractions to decimals, and then they got a rate on it. So definitely pay attention to how they want you to give that. That's how much in a day. They want to know how much in a week. Some should pop and say, okay, that'll be multiplication. The next one is a situation. Remember we said with scenarios to write those expressions, and then you can clearly see what added up to 0 or not. Number 9, add and subtract with rational numbers because they got a decimal. And then, of course, they want you to model it on the number line. Next, we got to fill in the blank. Still the same, add and subtract, multiply and divide with integers. 11, we went over terminating and repeating decimals, which also should be in your notes somewhere. Scenario with division of fractions. So pay attention to that expression they gave us and how it is set up. Number 13, some more add and subtract with rational numbers. They want you to describe a situation. So that means my situation shouldn't be the same as your situation. Add and subtract rational numbers, and then of course they want you to put it on a number line. Remember with a number line, you ain't got to try to be all detailed and try to count from 0 to 24. Like use a list something and say, okay, I don't got to put all them numbers. But 15, some more multiplying and dividing with negative numbers and fractions. 16, dealing with rate. Pay attention to the end of each question. They are set up carefully, differently. So that will advise you on how you need to set it up. Another rate problem. Once again, read the end of it, miles per hour. Make sure you set it up correctly. More multiply and divide and subtract with rational numbers. We did a problem similar to this for homework on yesterday. So definitely make sure that you get them all in the same units before you start dividing. And then the last one is another rate problem. Once again, read the end to make sure you set it up correctly. Questions about it? All right, a quick recap before we move into that. Who all know how to use your camera on your Chromebook? All right, don't do that, don't. Look in the left column on the bottom. You see a little circle, magnifying glass or something? Click on that. Click on that button that says camera. On the left, with the circle on the left. This is for my people who like to show their work. So this is what I mean by showing your work. So some of you like to write on paper. Write on paper is fine. So that means after you do it on your paper and you write it, you gotta hold that piece of paper up to your camera. Y'all demonstrate. Get your paper, just hold it up there. You see it? If you have some words on it, and then after you get it to the size that you want it, you will click that little camera button. Get your camera button. Get your camera button to demonstrate real quick. And then, of course, when you go back into your assignment, you will click on this add or create button. You will click on file. You will click on browse, and then it should pop up your picture. It should be the top one. You will click on it, click to open it, and then it will add it into your assignment. For those of you who like to show your work, you don't like to put it in the system. And then all you have to do is click on turn in. Any questions about it? So yes, you either put all your stuff in that system or you put it on paper. Paper may be best, and then go back later and type it in, or however you see fit. The time is 9:07. I will remind you to use your time wisely.